said, get all my stuff. What's going on, family? Y'all already know the motto. Gotta stay protected at all times. Yeah. Y'all know the motto. Stay woke, stay strong, stay focused, and stay positive. Let's get a good conversation going. I actually feel good today. So let's go. Let's get a good conversation going on spirituality, or just conversation in general. It's not always about talking about the bad side of spirituality. The good side of spirituality is you actually get to be in contact with your angels. Like you can directly talk with your angels. Once you reach that certain conscious state to where you can, because don't ever get it confused, even when you aren't at that certain conscious state to where you can necessarily hear them to a degree. Whenever you meditate or anytime you think about your angels, they're popping up. I'm at a point where now when I speak consciously, if I'm talking to my angels, I can hear them respond. Not necessarily words all the time, but I can hear them respond necessarily through my ears. Because as I tell people, your ears also hear spiritual meanings. Like I said, if your ears is ringing out of nowhere, like you ain't blasting no music or you not, whatever. That's not tinnitus, whatever that nonsense is they say it is. That's your angels trying to talk to you. And so it's a little difficult to comprehend sometimes due to we wasn't well raised or well versed on what it means. So from how I understood it, if it rings in the left ear, that's bad news, or that's your angels telling you, be careful what you speak. Don't always put the important information that relates to you always out into the world, because that gives the enemy a way to try to disrupt those plans. So, but if you hear ringing in the right ear, then that means, that's good. So as I tell people, like I said, this is a bloodline. I tell people all the time, people like, well, how did you make it through? Because this is a bloodline. My family had already did everything they could do. So that's why I tell people you gotta always comprehend what family job truly is. If you get some love, that's extra. But family only has one job, and that's to prepare you to live within this world. So when you be like, oh, my family hates me, my family stole from me, that's what the world is gonna do. The world is gonna steal from you. The world is gonna hate on you. The world is gonna what else? Like when y'all be like, my family did this, my family talks about me, the world is gonna talk about you. So it's like now that I understand that and I comprehend that type of language, then I'll be like, oh well, it don't matter that necessarily y'all did that, because y'all was just preparing me for what's gonna happen. So at all times, spirituality actually opens up a huge gap in any type of misunderstanding you have. If you ever didn't understand something or overstand something, then it's like spirituality fills in those gaps. Because if you ever notice, every time life is good, a whole bunch of bad stuff start happening. That's for two reasons. One, because you're thinking that, a lot of us was programmed to think once life gets good, then that bad happens. Because now with that programming, that's not good, because at the end of the day, what's the word I'm looking for? You always have to keep in mind that you are creating your own reality in your mind, body, and spirit. So when you also constantly think something's going to happen, bad or good, it's going to happen because you are really putting that much energy into it. On top of, for the simple fact that the enemy is always watching. So it's like when life is good, now how I am, when life is good, I don't think nothing negative. And if something negative does happen, I keep on pushing. That's the only thing you can do. For some reason, some of y'all have this mindset that when life gets tough, y'all go and quit or y'all get upset. Like that's the answer. What does getting upset fix? Now, I'm not perfect. I won't sit up here and play that card like I'm perfect. I still got a lot to work through. Sometimes my attitude gets the best of me. But, I have certain things I can do that kind of pull me out of that anger state. It's good for me, bad for other people necessarily. So, but that's why I tell people it's more important that y'all learn y'all gifts, because like one of my gifts that I have, that by me using it, it's going to pull me out of that negative, angry state. Like I end up being happy by one of the gifts I use, or that are So, with that being stated, that's why it's real important to find out the gifts you have. Two, you always gotta pay attention to your circle. The moment I started becoming more spiritual, I was able to start seeing like, dang, some of the company I was keeping, as far as friend was really low vibrational. And like I said, it's not necessarily their fault. A lot of us was programmed to be low vibrational. That's why it's such a huge. That's why a lot of people wonder why spirituality takes off so fast, because the moment you realize that it's more to life than just clubbing and kicking. And there's nothing wrong with clubbing. I don't club that much no more at all. Actually, I can't even lie to you. I can't remember the last time I even went to a party or a club. But that's not the point. The point is just simple. It's not always about, necessarily showing hatred towards people. And it won't be easy. I won't sit up here and come up here and be like, yeah, everything's sunshine, right? No. Sometimes, like I said, I get upset and I get angry with people because some stuff never makes sense. And people roll along with this, that it doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, I still know at the end of the day, like, I can't fall back to that level of thinking, because at one time I was over here in this low vibrational thinking. So once you start like, okay, now, like at one time somebody was trying to explain to me about the Bible. And when I was a new Christian growing up, 13, 14 years old, nobody could tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of how I was programmed. As I tell people, I don't have an issue with Christians at all. Now, the religion aspect I do, because it's like it really teaches you don't question anything. I mean, you don't question God, but what the things is, you do, besides doing your own research, you need to have your own relationship with God. People think they can't. You don't have to go to church or read. Or like, I'll be honest with you, I don't read the Bible consistently. Actually, I can't remember the last time I did. But it's like, I talk to the Most High in the universe of my angels daily. If I feel like I need something, I want to ask something, then I ask it. But at the same time, I tell people, don't ever get it confused. Like, that's why they simplified it to where it didn't make sense. They say, don't just pray when you're doing bad, pray when you're doing good. What that really means is, don't just try to, in a degree, use God. Like, ain't nobody want to be used. Like I said, whether life is good or bad, I'm talking to God and my angels daily. And that's why a lot of stuff, in my opinion, goes towards good favor, because I constantly check, like, hey, how y'all doing up there? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And once you can truly understand that angels and God is real, then that connection will be so much stronger, because it's not a belief. It's a know. A belief is something you're struggling with. Like, I don't know, like, it's a difference between believe and know. So once you know without a doubt in your mind that angels are real, the universe is real, God is real, and you got other beings out here, I keep trying to tell you, I don't necessarily want to call them aliens, because I feel like to me personally, I feel like a bad term. But I keep trying to tell y'all, like, I've been trying to tell y'all that, different beings was real. But that's beside the point. Back to spirituality, or just back to people in general. I keep trying to tell y'all, like, y'all be stressed and worried about over things that really stuff don't matter. My thing is like this. Now, as far as people that manifest, listen, if you manifest by going out there, getting involved within the world, meaning as you going to work and you do this and that, and by that way manifestation comes to you, then do that. Don't, just because you see this person over here laying down, not doing nothing, able to manifest, don't try that type of manifestation. That's not something you well versed in. Like for me, when I'm manifesting, I'm going out there trying to get what I manifest. I'm putting the same energy that I'm putting in my thought, I'm putting that same energy into my drive. Now, some people can manifest by not doing nothing. That's something that they're good at. But if you're not good at manifesting, like not doing nothing, then that's something you should be trying to do. Because, and I'm not saying it far like you can't, but you always want to stick to what you know until you get comfortable. Don't try to lean on manifestation when you need it. If you know that you go to work, blah, blah, then that's what you need to keep doing until you can figure out how to sit back and not do nothing, like manifestation takes its own place. Me personally, as I tell everybody's different. I manifest more by going to work, because then I run into new opportunities. By me moving around, I'm more social. So like I can talk to people, and that way some guy like, oh, I own this company. You should come up here. Or hey, I got this business. And that's how I'm able to manifest, because I know I'm social. Now, for the people that's not social, those I guess are the people that can manifest without having to really do too much, because they put more energy into talking to the universe and their angels. And so, and that it's not no knocking it. I'm just saying, stick to what you know. Just because you see Jane Doe over here or John Doe over here laying on the couch and manifesting, that don't mean you should just jump into that type of field if that's not your type of manifestation. If that makes sense. So, another thing, don't allow negative people around you when you're trying to manifest, because unfortunately, manifestation really don't respond well to negativity. It doesn't. And I'm still growing in my spirituality. I don't know why, but negativity won't allow you to get too much of anything. And if, let's say, the universe, the Most High, even still tries to give you stuff, even when you're in this negative state of mind, you hang around these negative people. These negative people is gonna try to, steal whatever abundance that you're trying to get. So that's why the narrative, or I'm gonna say the narrative, that's why it was said. What does this say? That when everything's going good, everybody's around, because these are negative people, negative entities. Like, they feed off your abundance. Then when you no longer have that abundance, then bam, they gone. Because these demons and negative entities and negative people only come for that abundance. That I tell people all the time. They know who you are. You just don't know who you are. So when it comes to manifestation ain't no, a universe. You prove to me that you can manifest this, and then no, you can't. Who you think you're talking to? Some of y'all be cracking me up because y'all be trying to tell me, y'all be trying to say, God, if you real, you show me you real. Who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to manifestation, you gotta put the faith into it, and you gotta think about it. I can promise you, without a doubt, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like, in middle school, my phone had got stolen, and this was a Razor. So this was my first time actually having that was a phone. Like, I had a little minute phone when I was like in the 5th grade, but the Razor was a phone. Y'all know back in 6th grade, middle school days, the Razor was popping. I'm talking about, you flip it up, hello, yeah, stuff like that. Then somebody get talking crazy, you slam the Razor down, you know what I'm saying? So my phone had got stolen in middle school. And that was my baby. Like, that was my heart. Let me tell you how manifestation works, and the Most High works, and the universe works. Because every second of every day, I prayed for that phone. Like I said, God, where my phone at? Where my phone at? Please let me get my phone. Let me get my phone. For 2 weeks. No, for 2 weeks straight, I was going hard. I'm constantly thinking. It couldn't be a day that I didn't. It couldn't be a minute I wasn't thinking about that phone. And on the second week, out of nowhere, I got a new phone, but it wasn't like nothing fancy. It was just something to hold me over. I got a phone, and I was able to connect it to my Google Photos. Now, at this time, this was that Google backup coming out. Now, I had prayed on that phone for 2 weeks, every minute, other minute. I'm sure God, the Most High, and the angels got tired of me thinking about that phone. But this is how manifestation works. The person that stole that phone did it so cool to where I didn't have a clue who had stole that phone. But due to I put so much energy in trying to get that phone back, by the second week, a random thought just popped in my head. It was like, hey, check your Google backup. Now, for y'all to be like, nah, I didn't think that, because Google backup, I didn't even use it. Like, I kid you not. You know how normally back then, if it said, if you save the phone number, it'll say, do you want to save it to your Google backup? I did not use it. I wasn't saving my photos in there or nothing. So something popped up, said check your Google backup. And when I checked my Google backup, the person that had stole my phone was taking nothing but pictures. And for some reason, somehow, because I didn't set it up on this phone, every photo they was taking was going back to that Google backup. Because this is truly manifestation, and the energy you put in is the energy you put out. I put tons of energy into that phone. When it got stolen, the minute it was stolen, I already wanted it back. Like I said, God, please let me get my phone back. Let me get my phone back. Imagine you having a kid talking to you every day about some cereal. Like, imagine ain't no cereal in the house, and your kid keep bugging you about some cereal every minute of the day. You can whoop him all you want, but he's still gonna cry about this cereal. You gonna get that cereal because you tired of hearing your kid's mouth. I believe that's how necessarily manifestation and the Most High God works. Not necessarily in a way that when you force him to do it, you putting that energy into wanting something, because you do co-create your own realities. That's why I tell people, you can fake a smile, you can fake the words, but you can't fake energy. If you ain't right, whatever you're trying to get won't be right. And that's why I tell people, you must stay positive, because the universe or God or your angels don't really respond to negativity. You know, they that's not on their conscious level. That's not something that they comprehend or understand or understand. So when I tell a lot of y'all, when I'm saying stay positive, it's not to say y'all are negative. I'm saying that every second, no matter what happens, somebody cut you off on the side of the road, who cares? Stay positive. Like, people will tell you, somebody cut me off the other day on the road 2 or 3 times, and I was just kept on driving like it didn't happen, because I know that there's nothing that I can do. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. By you being angry at this person that cut you off, does it take it back? What changes that this person that cut you? Oh snap! Hold on. I was wondering why I'm tripping. I don't see no. Wow. I didn't see no comments. That's why I was wondering. Like, hold on, why ain't no comments popping up? Facebook be on that nonsense. It be like that. Facts. Pimping. What's up, family? Not they were taking pictures. Hey, listen, Sierra, the homegirl was, man, she was taking all the pictures up in there. I'm talking to the point where I'm like, you would have thought that this was this person's phone. But wow, I didn't even know people was commenting. It didn't even show. That's cold blooded. Look at these demons hiding the comments. Yeah, but yeah, Sierra. So yeah, they was homegirl was taking all type of pictures, and at that point, that's why I tell people, you really want to manifest something, put that energy every second. I'm salty. Facebook hid the comments. Yeah, but Sierra's homegirl was taking pictures like this was her phone. If it wasn't for my Google backup, you would have really thought this was homegirl's phone, because she had nothing but pictures all up in there. Keep it positive. Hey, facts. And so manifestation, every second of the day, you got to think about it. Whatever you're trying to manifest, think about it. Try to go get it. Like I said, some people can manifest and by not doing nothing. Now, that's some strong energy right there, you know, something. But my thing is, if that's not your deal, like if you got to get out here and manifest by going to work, because I tell people, like I said, I'm social. So I'm going to talk to a lot of people. That's my way of manifesting, because I might be talking to this guy, and he might be, you know, on his own business. And he might, have something for me to do. You know what I'm saying? So manifestation is different for everybody, but the energy isn't. If you want something, you need to put a lot of energy into it. I ain't gonna say you can't let the universe rest, but you got to think about it 24/8. I can guarantee you, if y'all was able to talk to God directly right now, if y'all said, God, how was Hambo with that Razor phone? He would tell you, Lord, he wouldn't shut up about it. Like, for real. I went to sleep and woke up. As soon as I woke up, God, please let me get my phone back. Imagine that, 14 days straight. What was it? 16 hours of the day, God is hearing about this phone. The universe is hearing about this phone. So just imagine. Just imagine how I got like, oh, I gotta give him this phone back, because this ain't it. And my angels wasn't getting no rest, because I was thinking about this phone 24/8. And to the point where something popped in my head and said, check your Google backup. And when I checked it, that's what let me know, like, oh, this is the information I needed to get my phone back, because I knew who had it. So this is why I tell people, when it comes to manifestation, one, you stay positive, you keep thinking about it, put the energy into it. Because people just think, oh, spirituality is just dealing with demons and witches and warlocks. No, spirituality has so much more to offer, because then you start to understand and understand all the beautiful things out here in the world. You get to see the flashes of lights coming out of nowhere. As I tell, if you just happen to drive and you see like a flash of light come out of nowhere and it's real quick, that's your angels letting you know, hey, we here. And the thing is, a lot of us don't know that, because they try to hide that information from us. So if you just laying in your room and then a flash of light come out of nowhere, that's your angels letting you know, yeah, we still here. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. I make ish happen with the thought. Facts, always. And then keep on, as I tell people, I don't deal. If somebody's negative in your life and they stay negative, get rid of them. Like, these negative people know what they're doing. You're not going to tell me nobody 25, 26 years old being negative and they don't know what they're doing. You don't want these people in your life. They drain energy, whether they know it or not. Whether somebody is an energy vampire or they just a negative person. Being around negativity is energy draining. You think somebody just came up with a minus sign for negative? Really think about that. When you think about negative, it's a minus sign. And what does a minus sign mean? To take away. So with that being stated, you shouldn't be hanging around minus or negative people. And we learned that in math. A negative, what they say, a negative plus a positive equals a negative. And so this is why you really got to pay attention at all costs, especially when you're not conscious woke and you're not spiritually woke. Um, it's it's a way of life, how you live. Facts. And I tell people all the time, like real talk, like I don't ever try to and I tell people a lot. First of all, I'm not perfect. Sometimes even I struggle because I get upset at some things that people say because it really just be like, did you really just say that? But see, at the same time, I gotta come back into reality. Like, hey, you can't be jumping off at these people because remember, at one time you was over here. At one time I was unconscious. Now the difference was I went out here causing chaos and mass destruction. But at the same time, whenever you're unconscious, you can be a hazard to somebody that is conscious. So that's why I kid you not. At first, I was wondering why certain people quit talking to me. It was for two reasons. One, like my energy wouldn't allow them to. Two, your angels will always protect you, without a doubt. But the moment you start becoming more spiritual and you start to actually walk your path, your angels not playing. They come down like, nope, you ain't about to be around them. And sometimes if you wonder why 1 minute you feeling somebody you really like them, then bam, out of nowhere you get turned off. Because your spirit knows what the deal is. Your spirit is like, oh, this ain't the person you need to be talking to. Because sometimes I was wondering that, like, damn, why? It was a dream I had because I was really trying to ask, like, why is it that one day I'm feeling somebody and bam, I'm turned off. And I had a dream to where it's like, it was me and I could see like this, my spirit form. I couldn't really see a face, but it was just like, I'm in spirit form, blah, blah. And I was getting ready to talk to this chick. And as I was talking to her, this is in my dream, I seen like a demonic spirit on top of her. Then it was kind of like my spirit form, like, nope, we ain't talking to her. So it's like, if you ever automatically get turned off from somebody and you don't know why, and you be like, damn, I really like this person's conversation. It's because your spirit already sees the demonic attachment they have, and they feel like that's a danger towards you. It's not all, you can't, and to a degree, your job is not always to, what's the word? Your job is not always to wake people up right then and there. Like I said, I make these videos hoping that people come back and then they wait. And that's what somebody told me. They said, you know what? I kid you not. I had quit. She said she had quit talking to me because she had said, I seen your path had took off. She said, you changed so much in a year that I just couldn't talk to you because I felt like I was hurting the path you was on. And at first I said, nah, you can't never hurt the path because if I feel like you're a danger, you out of here. Yes, protect your energy. Facts at all costs. Wow, amazing. Makes me so happy to see you awake. Rockin', bro. Hey, facts, Roger. Hey, listen here, sister, queen. At long last, everything. When I woke up, I kept saying, at long last, the prodigal son is home. You can't help everyone. Facts, you can't help everybody. And that's why I make these videos because then people can be like, they come back and be like, okay, I kind of feel what this person is saying. All you like that, like I tell people, do not default the Bible because of what's switched around in the Bible. The Bible has a lot of great information. The Bible has a lot of good truth. It's just metaphorically written to where it's not easy to comprehend. So, that's why the Bible says all you need to do is a mustard seed. Have a mustard seed of faith. By me making these videos, if somebody even has a small thought like, maybe I should think about spirituality. All they need is a small thought. Then they run across somebody that resonates with them. That's about allow people to do their facts. You can't stay unconscious forever. No matter what happens. That's why you see sometimes you see the worst criminals in history. Then they go to jail and then they become Muslim or they become spiritual because at that point you have nothing else to do. At that point now you have nothing else to do but find out who you truly are. And I went through an event 5 years ago. 5-6 years ago. That's actually what caused me to awake. And that's how I knew time was short. Because listen, I'm last minute. Like far as like, I would sleep all day. Sleep, work. That's all I think about. So when God woke me up, I said, oh, time is short. Because I'm last minute. So I like, oh, time is short. But even with that being stated, as I tell people, this is just me. I'm the same person how I was unconscious. The difference is I'm just more positive. I don't let things make me upset because I know what that is. As the Bible tells you, there is only one enemy. Like, what I'm saying? What happens is a lot of people is being possessed. And I tell people, be careful with alcohol. Be careful with alcohol. Be careful with drugs. Because these, like I said, didn't they come up with saying the word alcohol actually stood for, that's a demonic name? And that is true. and alcohol has sulfur in it. The Bible is all allegory. Listen, see, hey, see, we about to have church on here, and I don't even go to church. But nah, facts. I tell people all the time, don't they got a lot of people to disregard the Bible because they said, oh, Jesus was the Son of God. That can't be true. But then people turn around and say, y'all God's children. So with that being stated, I don't get into the whole religion aspect, but I tell people to always look at it like this. That's fine that you don't believe in Jesus. I'm not against nobody's belief, but I want you to always fully comprehend something. What the Bible tells you. Jesus was the Son of God. This is what you take in. So if they talked about the Son of God, if they mocked the Son of God, if they killed the Son of God, what you think they would do to you? All because he was here trying to raise mankind's consciousness. They killed the Son of God because he was here telling people that, hey, you have gifts. When the guy was blind sitting on the beach, he said, you can heal yourself if only you believe. He told people you can move this mountain if you really wanted to move. But because he was waking up people on a massive scale, that's why they killed him. And so that's why I try to tell you, when you become awake and you start trying to make waves, you start trying to tell people who they truly are, these demons are coming. Like, this ain't no game out here. This ain't no joke. But once you know who you truly are, then there's nothing to fear. This is why you always got to stay. This is why, what is my motto? Stay woke, stay strong, stay focused, stay positive. This is why you stay focused. Because all demons can do is mess with you, as far as like on a mental aspect and a spiritual aspect. They can't physically hurt you unless you violate that type of degree, in a sense. Like, for example, you run out here and swing on somebody because they made you mad, or if a demon messes with you, you just swing on somebody. Demons won't ever make the first move because they go against their laws. Everything has laws. Don't ever get confused. So now with that being stated, the moment you break those laws and start getting physical with demons, then bam, oh, that's out the window. They can get physical with you. So this is why I tell people to stay focused. You don't gotta touch a demon. You don't even got. If you feel like you gotta yell at somebody to get your point across, and you shouldn't be trying to debate. You shouldn't be trying to enlighten anybody to try to get. If you have to yell at somebody, as far as between talking about demons and spirituality. But with that being stated, that's why I tell people, as long as you don't get violent or physical with these demons, they can't hurt you. Because people like, how you know? Because if demons is real, then that means what? That means angels are real. That means ancestors are real. That means spiritual gods are real. You have to open your mind to know. Do you think your angel is gonna sit there while you getting beat up? That's why I tell people, why you think the whole thing was you swing. Sometimes demon possess people. Like right before a fight break out, they trying to get you to swing first because these demons know they can't hurt you physically first. So that's why now, like when people trying to provoke me to get violent, I just look at them crazy because I already know what that is. The moment you already know the plot and see the plot, how can you fall for it? The moment you raise your consciousness, and your mind, body, and spirit, then you'll start seeing the aura in people. You start seeing demons in people. You know what I'm saying? And it is / not their fault, because as I tell people that demons made it to where we think demons really don't exist. We know they do, but we don't take it at face value when somebody say they fighting demons. So as I tell people, like, you're gonna have people that's gonna try to make you mad. You gotta figure out a way to try, even if you get mad, because we're human, so we're gonna make that type of mistake. Find a way to get out of that negativity. I've had my doubts. I still have them sometimes, but the difference is I know who I am. I'm like, nah, you done came too far to have those doubts. So, yeah, life is good. Spirituality is good. The gifts is coming online. Time is short. Yeah, everything just feels good. And once y'all become spiritual, y'all start to really find out y'all gifts. Y'all start to find out who y'all are. Y'all see, like, it's harder to explain because, yeah. It's harder to explain because a lot of us wasn't raised in that light. I wasn't raised to be spiritual. But I mean, my parents did make me go to church and all that. And when I go back on it, I'm not mad at that because the Bible has so much good. I do need to read the Bible though. Like, I really need, because the Bible has so much good information in there. I tell people, why you think they put so many metaphors in the Bible for a reason. They want y'all to doubt the Bible for a reason, because it has a lot of good information in there that could tell you how to deal with a lot of situations. And y'all need to be drinking a lot of water. Listen. But yeah. Oh snap. The phone about to fall. But yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, it's as much as I tell people to read the Bible, and I currently don't, even I know I need to, because I know it's a lot of good information in there that I need to take in and absorb and put it to my current lifestyle and what I need to do. So yeah, but all right, just a little quick message. I know that wasn't quick, but yeah, y'all know the motto: stay woke, stay strong, stay focused, and stay positive.